for Lady Wildcat basketball at the Region 2 basketball tournament. We're still about 90 seconds away from the end of the first ball game here, pitting the Lady Bulldogs of Bearden High School, the home team, against the Lady Mountaineers of Heritage High School. Right now, Bearden is up 20 points at 64-44. I've spoken to a lot of people who said that this game, our Oak Ridge's game against the Farragut Lady Admirals, is for second place in the region. An Oak Ridge fan, as an Oak Ridge broadcaster, I would say, yeah, we'll see. But most likely, that's the way it is. This Bearden team has been in the top 5 all season long in the state of Tennessee. They are outstanding. They've got size. They've got quickness. They handle the ball real well. And they are going to be a formidable team, whoever plays them in the championship game. And that championship game will be on Wednesday night here at Bearden High School, because Bearden is going to win this ball game, so they will continue to host. So even if Oak Ridge wins the ball game tonight, even if they win the ball game tonight, the Wildcats, Lady Wildcats, will still have to travel here to Bearden High School to play in the championship game. As I look to my left, I see the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats poised to come on the floor. Principal of the high school, Garfield Adams, is standing there with Coach Paige Taylor. The Lady Admirals will be coming in from an opposite direction here, so we're just moments away from the start of Oak Ridge High School basketball. The Lady Wildcats and the Lady Admirals. We played this team last year in the region tournament. That game was played at the Wildcat Arena in the first round. But here in a moment, I'll bring Lee Wexler in here, and he'll talk more about tonight's broadcast. We are on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. We are streaming the ball game live on our YouTube channel. And tonight's YouTube sponsor is Alan Etheridge. Alan is an Oak Ridge educator and administrator at the high school. He is a state champion cross-country coach and is sponsoring this game in honor of former coaches Jill Pruden and Jim McNamee. Obviously, they're state championship coaches as well. He considers them to be coaching mentors. We thank Coach Etheridge for his support of his alma mater and our broadcasts on YouTube. We're also broadcasting this game on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, and our radio sponsor for tonight is Leonard Martin. We'd like to thank him as well for his support. The final score of the ball game, 66-46. The Bearden Lady Bulldogs move on. The Heritage Lady Mountaineers season comes to a close. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll come back and talk more Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcat basketball as they take on the Farragut Lady Admirals. We'll be back to Bearden High School following this 3-minute timeout. Farragut, they've never been to a state tournament. Wow. Wow. I just saw Halston. Oh, really? Yeah. Still tall? Yeah. Still tall? Yes. We're close to our Phoenix crew here. We're just missing Neo. Well, Welcome back once again to Bearden High School getting set for Lady Wildcat basketball as they take on the Farragut Lady Admirals in an elimination ball game. The winner advances. The loser's season comes to a close here tonight at Bearden High School. We've already seen one game and one team eliminated and one team win and move on. The Bearden Lady Bulldogs winning their ball game 64-44. And now we turn our attention to the Lady Wildcats and the Lady Admirals. Here to talk more about that game, here comes Lee Wexler.
Yeah, you know, David, most coaches will tell you that tonight's semifinal round game is the most important and pressure-packed game of the season. Obviously, the losers' season is over in the round of 32, but the winner advances to the Sweet 16 and a sectional game. That is what is on the line for Oak Ridge and Farragut tonight. The winner advances to the championship game with Bearden and a sectional game on Saturday. The teams in the championship game then play for home court advantage and are one win away from the state tournament. Oak Ridge is trying to reach the championship game for the first time since 2019 when they beat Bearden in the semifinals to advance to the title game. Oak Ridge then hosted Maryville and won the region championship on a last-second shot by Jada Gwynn. And then a few days later, Oak Ridge beat Dobbins-Bennett in the sectional and advanced to the state tournament. Farragut is trying to reach the championship game for the first time since they beat Oak Ridge and William Blount to reach and win the 2015 region championship game against Bearden. It was the second straight season they had won the title. In the full court era, Farragut has won 3 region championships, while Oak Ridge has won 23. Farragut has won 3, and Oak Ridge has won 23 region championships. Farragut's region championships came in 2006, 2014, and 2015. Oak Ridge's first region title came against Farragut in 1982, and tonight's semifinal game marks the 7th straight year Oak Ridge has reached this round. Farragut hasn't won a game in this round since they beat William Blount in 2015. Last season, Oak Ridge beat Farragut at the Wildcat Arena 67-58 in the first round of the region, but then lost to Maryville in the semifinals. Oak Ridge and Farragut are playing in the postseason for the 14th time since 1981. Oak Ridge leads the postseason series 11-2 and the all-time series 58-8 since 1975. Farragut's last win over Oak Ridge came in the 2015-16 regular season, and the last postseason win came in the 2015 region tournament. Farragut has been in 7 sectionals or substates, but has never, not once, advanced to the state tournament, losing every time in that final game before the state. Their first sub-state was in 1982, and their last came in 2015. The Lady Wildcats won their first of the region with a victory over William Blount. Oak Ridge rallied from 10 points down in the first quarter to take down William Blount 51-42. Samaj Clark and Jenna Johnson led the scoring, but it was the Lady Wildcats' fourth quarter defense which gave Oak Ridge the win. Farragut reached the semifinals by defeating Campbell County. Farragut also had to rally from behind to win their game, and Farragut is the number 2 seed and has a 24-7 record. Their losses have been to always powerful Bradley Central, Sevier County, Ensworth, Saddle River Day from New Jersey, and Bearden 3 times. They've lost to Bearden 3 times. With the exception of Oak Ridge, all of the District 3 teams lost on Friday night. Powell, Campbell County, and Central all lost their games. Against the 5 common opponents that Oak Ridge and Farragut have played, Cleveland, Alcoa, Campbell County, Fulton, and William Blount, the Lady Admirals went 8-0, while Oak Ridge went 6-2. Their losses were to Alcoa and Cleveland. Oak Ridge split with them during the regular season, and Oak Ridge has won 15 out of their last 16 games into tonight's game, and the program won their 20th game of the season for the 39th time in school history. Their task tonight will be a tough one on this neutral court. Oak Ridge is 4-5 on neutral courts, while Farragut is 4-2. Farragut is a balanced team with Avery Strickland, Keely Rogers, and Ashlyn Sheridan being their main weapons. Farragut has 6 seniors on their roster, while Oak Ridge only has 3. You would think the advantage tonight would be with Farragut, as well, since they have more experience playing here on Bearden's court. We'll just see how it plays out here in a few minutes. Tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m., the guys will also be playing in the semifinals at Farragut against the Bearden Bulldogs. This will be the 6th straight season that Oak Ridge has played Bearden in the Region 2 tournament. Three times this game has been in the championship game, including last season when Oak Ridge lost 55-52. Bearden beat the Wildcats in the 2019 finals, while Oak Ridge won in 2017. And they've played twice in the semifinals, with Oak Ridge winning in 2020 and Bearden eliminating Oak Ridge in 2018. It's been a great series, with both teams winning the most region titles, with Bearden winning 12 titles and Oak Ridge winning 14 since 1973. We will broadcast that game on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, sponsored by the Judge Roger Miller campaign. We thank them for sponsoring our game tomorrow. We'll also be on FM 92.7, and that game is being sponsored by Ernie Comer Sr. and Linda S. Williams. We thank them as well for their support of the Wildcats and our broadcasts. We are streaming the game tonight on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, thanks to a donation from Alan Etheridge, an educator at Oak Ridge High School and assistant athletic director as well. He's a state champion cross-country coach and lifelong Oak Ridger. We thank Alan Etheridge for his support of our broadcast. We are also on FM 92.7 tonight, thanks to a donation from Leonard Martin. We thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to broadcast tonight's game with Farragut. Our seasonal sponsors include the Fox Insurance Group, Mortgage Investors Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, Ortho Tennessee, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, and Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance. We thank all our sponsors for their support this season. And coming up next is the semifinal round of the Region 2 basketball tournament, Oak Ridge taking on Farragut in an elimination game from Bearden High School. Mark will join us with the starting lineups, and then David will have the play-by-play here on YouTube, prepradio.com, and Channel 15. And we will be back to Bearden High School in 3 minutes. I should read audiobooks for a living. Pleasure. Write down the scores from other games. I assume these are tonight, these are tomorrow. The ones that say Tuesday? What gave it away? I wrote down the score. Head on over to CoachT.com. Somebody needs to get starters. Sevier County 40 to 30. Sevier County 40 to 30 over West.
Welcome back once again to Bearden High School. We're about 2.5 minutes away from the start of this ball game. The Lady Wildcats and the Lady Admirals. You know, I say this, and it might make a lot of people mad here, but I think there's probably a lot of people that felt, and of course, if you talk to Samaj Clark, Gracie Herron, and Lauren Hart, they would probably say, you're crazy, this is our year. But a lot of people said, Mark Hayes, that, you know, with the youth on this team especially, that maybe next year would be the year that the Lady Wildcats have an opportunity to have a nice, long, extended season. But we're right now 1 win away from a sub-state ball game on Saturday. And who would have ever believed when we started 5-8 on the year that this team would have won 20 games, 14 out of the last 15, and in a position actually to go to a sub-state?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you've said several times, David. I think the trip that the girls took out to Phoenix really gelled them as a team. The freshmen really came on. They play as a unit very well. I mean, this might be one of the best, total unit teams that Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats have had in quite a while.
Well, let's talk about this team. I almost said Coach Pruden. Coach Taylor told me that she thinks we can win this ball game if we don't get scared or play scared. You would figure these young girls might be a little nervous coming into this game against a very experienced Farragut team.
Yeah, this is a ruckus crowd here tonight, too. It's a small gym. The fans are right on top of you. It's going to be a different environment than they're used to.
Well, I have an opportunity. Tonight's YouTube sponsor is Alan Etheridge. Alan is an Oak Ridge educator and administrator at the high school. He is a state champion cross-country coach and is sponsoring this game in honor of former coaches Jill Pruden and Coach Jim McNamee, who he considers to be his coaching mentors. We thank Coach Etheridge for his support of his alma mater and our broadcasts on YouTube. We were about to have the starting lineups here at Bearden High School. I was hoping some of these Bearden people would file out of here, but they have not. I think they want to see what Oak Ridge has and maybe just cheer against Farragut, because I know they are heated rivals.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of their favorite pastimes is to cheer against Farragut, David. So, expect a great game here tonight by the Lady Wildcats.
Starting lineups are being introduced out on the floor. They've got size, much more size than do the Lady Wildcats, and you got the starting lineups.
Thank you very much, David. Starting for Farragut, they're going to come out with number 3. That's Annalise Bishop, followed by number 13, Avery Ace Strickland. Number 32, McCall Willis. Number 34, Kaylee Rogers. And number 44, Ashlyn Sheridan. Lady Wildcats will come out with their regular starting 5. That'll be number 10, Ayana Porter, followed by number 11, Samaj Clark. Number 23, Lauren Hart. Number 24, Cannon Green. And number 34, Jenna Johnson.
And we're about to get set here. The Lady Wildcats wearing their home white jerseys with cardinal trim. The Admirals wearing their blue, silver, and white. It'll be Sheridan to jump for the Lady Admirals, and we're about to have basketball for you. And we are underway, and Farragut immediately gets the tip and gets a bucket. 2-0 Farragut. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. With the basketball will come Oak Ridge. With the basketball top of the circle will come the freshman point guard, Ayana Porter. She works against the zone to the right, stops, gives it over to Lauren Hart. Hart swings the ball top of the circle, over to Green it goes. Cannon dribbles left, gives it in to Samaj. Back to the top to Lauren. Thought about dribbling in, will not. Back to Porter it goes. Lady Wildcats down 2-0. We're about 30 seconds into the ball game. Ayana Porter with it. Dribbles in, penetrates into the arc, looks for help, gives it over to Green. Cannon Green back to Samaj. Samaj drives left elbow, driving along the baseline. Lady up. Oak Ridge, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Farragut. Ayana had a straight drive to the goal there. She just missed a shot.
Yeah, that was a very high percentage shot, David, that unfortunately did not fall for the Lady Wildcats.
Lady Wildcat basketball. Here comes Ayana once again, top of the circle. Got it out high there by Keely Rogers. Attacks to the right. 2-0 is our score. Lady Wildcat basketball. Here comes Lauren dribbling in. Dribbles out. Gives it out to Samaj. Thought about a 3. Will not. Penetrates right. Gives it out to Cannon. Boy, they need this 3. It's up. It's no good. Rebound to Farragut. Lady Admiral basketball. They lead Oak Ridge 2-0. Oak Ridge trying to get back on defense. They put up a shot. It is no good. Rebound Jenna Johnson. Lady Wildcat basketball. Here it goes to Samaj. Samaj drives past her defender all the way left and fires it out to Ayana. Guns a shot on its way up there. No good. Rebound Farragut. Pulling down the board. Number 13. That'll be Ace Strickland. They bring the ball down the floor. They fire the pass. It's off the fingertips of Farragut. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 2-0 our score. Lady Wildcats a little bit tense, I think, in this really packed house here at Bearden High School.
Yeah, it looks like Farragut wants to run too, David. They're getting up and down the court quite quickly.
2-0 still our score. We've played about 90 seconds. Oak Ridge ball. They're working into Jenna. Jenna dribble. Oh, she had a shot. She didn't take it. Here comes Cannon looking back. No place to go. Back to Jenna Johnson it goes. Jenna drives right. Swings the ball to Lauren Hart in the right corner. Lauren drives in. Jenna passed up a wide open look there.
Yeah, she had the lane wide open, David. Unfortunately, she just didn't notice it.
Good defense for Farragut here as Lady Wildcats work it out to Lauren. She launches a three. Good. 3-point shot. Lauren Hart. And the Lady Wildcats have a 3-2 lead. Here comes Farragut moving right to left here. Down the floor with the basketball. 5:58 to play. They work the ball left side to Strickland. Drives in, throws up a shot. No good. Blocking foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge and Lauren Hart. And that'll send Farragut to the free throw line. At the line will go number 13. That is Avery. They call her Ace Strickland. She is a senior player. She'll go to the free throw line. They definitely have some height, Mark.
Yeah, they really do. I noticed that before the game, David, as they were walking to the locker room, that they were definitely taller than we were.
We have a 3-3 ball game as the first toss is good. Lady Wildcats and Lady Admirals been playing since the mid-70s. Back to the free throw line. Farragut to take the lead. They do. Shot is good. Oak Ridge basketball, no pressure. Here comes Ayana running. Brings the ball across the midcourt line. Dribbles out to the midcourt circle and attacks to the left side. Stops and looks to Samaj. No place to go. Lobs it over the top of her defender. Back it goes to Green. Cannon looks to Lauren Hart. Swings the ball once again right side. Pulls out left side. Ayana for three. Boy, that shot is no good. Rebound Jenna Johnson. Lady Wildcat basketball down by a point. 4-3. 5:32 to play. Here's Samaj dribbling right. Back to Cannon for three. It's on its way. Good. Cannon Green knocks it down. Her first three of the night. And Oak Ridge leads it by a score of 6-4. 5:21 to play, and we need offense from Cannon and Lauren. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Here comes Cannon down the floor, about to be stripped of the ball and knocked out of bounds. Got to communicate, but it's hard to communicate in this gym because it is so loud.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the players, the fans are right on top of the players here, David. And, fortunately, when I play in Bearden, when there are students, it can just be extremely rowdy.
6-4 Oak Ridge. The Wildcats with the basketball. Samaj outside the three-point line. Dribbles along the baseline inside to Jenna. Kicks the ball to Cannon. Thought about shooting another three. Lauren's got it and swings it back to Ayana Porter. Porter and the Lady Wildcats in the lead, 6-4. The winner advances, the loser is done. Here's Ayana penetrating left, back to Lauren it goes. Lauren around a screen, dribbles in the paint, goes in, beautiful pass. Jenna Johnson off the glass, good. And the Lady Wildcats lead by 4. 8-4 the score. Here comes Farragut down the floor with the basketball. Will come number 13, yet to get the ball across the line. Here comes the trap. They work the ball left side to Sheridan. Sheridan comes cross-court with it. Out it goes to number 13 for three, good. Strickland bombs it in. The net is hung, and the Lady Wildcats will get the basketball.
David, that Avery Ace Strickland, she has all 7 of the points for Farragut so far.
8-7, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Here come the Lady Wildcats moving left to right. 4:21 to play here in the first period. Oak Ridge basketball. Ayana Porter thought about dribbling in. Samaj shoots a three. It's on its way. No good. Long rebound, Farragut. Pulling down the board will come the Lady Admirals. The Wildcats give up a shot on the left side. Top of the key for three on its way. No good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcat basketball. Here comes Ayana Porter running the floor. Ayana coast to coast. Waits. Now waits for her teammates. Lauren's free. She shoots a three. It's partially rejected out of bounds. It'll be knocked off the body of one of the Farragut Admirals. A great play there by Cannon Green.
That was a fantastic job by Cannon Green that time, staying with the play and knocking it off one of the Farragut players. Nice inbound, too.
Jenna Johnson, bucket for the Lady Wildcats. And Oak Ridge leads by 3. 10-7 the score. Here comes Farragut down the floor. Lady Admiral basketball. Here it goes to Bishop. Across the time stripe, it goes to Rogers. She swings the ball back out. Over it goes to Bishop. She's a junior player. She dribbles to the midcourt circle, picked up by Ayana Porter. Comes off to her left, comes back to her right. 3:28 to play. Bounce pass goes. They look back door. Good play. Driving with it will come number 44 against Samaj. Shoots on its way. Clang off the iron. No good. Cannon on the rebound to Ayana Porter. Ayana Porter down the floor for Lady Wildcats. Waits for her teammates and sets it up for Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats in the lead. 10-7 our score, just underway here. Lauren with the basketball. Lauren Hart, top of the circle. Dribbles in, stops. Gives it out to Porter. Porter drives the baseline. No place to go. Inside to Jenna Johnson. Shot is up. No good. Rebound. Last touch by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats doing a really good job getting the ball inside to Jenna.
Yeah, and those opportunities will fall for her, David. She's got to get, a little bit more into the game.
Lady Wildcats substituting Lindsay Cleveland in the ball game. Zayana Stewart in for the first time. Here come the Lady Admirals down the floor, trailing Oak Ridge by 3. With the basketball will come Sheridan at the top of the circle. Works the ball across the way to Bishop. Here comes the trap set. They work the ball inside. Number 34 drives in. She's going to be fouled. On the floor, it should be. They're going to rule her in the act of shooting. It'll be Farragut going to the free throw line. 10-7 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. 2:42 to play in the first period. Elimination ball game. The winner advances. The loser is done.
To the line for the Admirals will be number 34, Kaylee Rogers. Her first shot up. And good.
10-8 our score. Back to the free throw line she goes. Lady Wildcats in the lead here. Free throw up. No good. Rebound Farragut. They get a shot up. Good. They tie the ball game. Offensive rebound. And here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Lady Wildcats in a tie ball game. Oak Ridge back to Lauren Hart. She works the ball to the top of the circle to Samaj. Samaj backs up, now penetrates top of the circle. Back to the right it goes to Hart. Comes cross court with the basketball. Driving along the baseline will come Oak Ridge. They'll work the ball in the corner. Driving with it comes Zayana. Zayana to Samaj. Wanted to shoot, will not. Now will. Pulls up and guns it. No good.
Nice.
Rebound. Oak Ridge had it. Saved on the floor by Lauren Hart. Lady Wildcats 10-10 against Farragut. Here's Zayana driving all the way to the hole. No good. Lost it out of bounds. I guess she got tripped as she went through the lane. She lost her footing, and Farragut has the basketball.
Nice drive that time by Ayana, David. I like to see that. Nice aggressive play by the freshman point guard.
10-10 our score. Here comes Farragut moving right to left. Lady Wildcats putting on a little pressure in the rear court. Farragut trying to get the ball across the line. They're going to sling it across to number 13. They get a driving layup. Good. Lady Wildcats trail by 2. 12-10 the score. 1:49 to play in the first period. With the basketball will come Porter once again. Swings it over to Lindsay Cleveland. Cleveland to Samaj. Samaj dribbles right. No place to go. Back to Porter it goes. Porter. Over it goes Lindsay. Lindsay Cleveland. Holds it. Looks back door. Gives it over to Hart. Lauren Hart, top of the circle. Dribbles left. Gives it back to Cleveland. 12-10, Farragut in the lead. Ayana Porter dribbles to the free throw line, slings it in the corner to Samaj. Samaj swings it back to Cleveland. Around the perimeter, Oak Ridge looking at a very good defensive press or zone by the Farragut Lady Admirals. Oak Ridge, Samaj inside to Zayana. Double team, turns, spins, walks with the basketball. Picked up her pivot foot there and turns it over as Demetria Strickland comes into the ball game. Cannon's back in. Out will go Ayana Porter and Lauren Hart. 1:12 to play in the first period. 12-10 Farragut. Elimination ball game here at the jam-packed Bearden High School gym. So far, nothing out of the press here. They're going to go coast to coast with it. The Wildcats are going to get a steal. Lindsay Cleveland sweeps the ball away. Lady Wildcats running the floor. Samaj on the baseline. Oh, great pass. Inside to Zayana, but missed the layup. Lady Wildcats had it. Couldn't get it. And here they come down the floor. Lady Wildcats trying to put some pressure on them. Farragut dribbles in, kicks the ball back out. They swing the ball to the top. Thought about shooting a three. And there's an offensive foul called against Rogers. Rogers picks up the foul. She lowered her shoulder and ran right into Zayana Stewart.
Great defense that time by the Wildcats, but on the other end, Farragut, as you said, David, their zone defense really causing the Lady Wildcats problems as they just have to waste a lot of time, getting the ball around the perimeter.
They're talking about something now. I'm not sure what the two officials are talking about. It was on 34. But they don't know. I actually dropped his whistle, or he needs to tie his shoe. One of them dropped his whistle. One of them needs to tie his shoe. That gives Farragut and Oak Ridge a chance to get a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, they need it. I mean, this is a very, very fast-paced game here, David, just up and down the court.
43 seconds to play first quarter, 12-10, the Lady Wildcats trailing. Here's Demetria driving right, giving it out to Lindsay Cleveland. Cleveland to Cannon. Cannon dribbles in, looks to Jenna, no place to go. Backs it over to Demetria. Demetria picks up her dribble, now drives the paint, swings it out to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Zayana Stewart. Zayana backs it up, pulls up, shoots a three. Good! 3-point shot. Zayana Stewart, her first 3 points, and the Lady Wildcats lead by 1. 13-12 our score pass across the way. Here it goes to Sheridan. Sheridan works the ball in the right corner. They had a moving screen. They didn't call it. They worked the ball right side. Here it goes to Strickland, and Coach Mayfield calls a new play. Starts the play in motion with 9 seconds. They're not even going to get a shot off. It's no good as the first quarter comes to a close. We've played one quarter of basketball here at Bearden High School, Lady Wildcats lead Farragut 13-12. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back once again to Bearden High School. 13-12 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. As we start playing the second period, Oak Ridge comes out with Cannon Green, Demetria Strickland. Demetria's going to drive in for a layup. Here it is. No good. Gracie Herring's in the ball game. Farragut nearly throws the ball away, but they got it. Coming down the floor will come the Lady Admirals. Lady Wildcats working quickly on defense as Farragut sets it up. Oak Ridge is really quick, using their smaller lineup to kind of disrupt the larger Farragut players.
And they're doing a great job of it too, David. Just really not giving them anything inside other than 13. Strickland, no one else has really scored.
Farragut basketball. Number 44 kicks it out for a three-pointer. She's not going to take the shot. Swings it out once again. Around the left side, they shoot a three this time. It's up. Good. Three-point shot by Ashlyn Sheridan. And the Lady Wildcats trail by 2. Here's Oak Ridge's Demetria Strickland down the floor to Jenna Johnson. Along the baseline, throws the ball away. Taken away by Farragut. Lady Wildcats down by 2, 15-13 to score. Here comes Farragut down the floor. Top of the key, they're going to drive in. Penetrate, little 8-footer is no good. Rebounded by Zayana Stewart. 6:50 to play in the first half, 15-13. Zayana dribbles in, no place to go. There's Cannon, thought about shooting, will not. Looks to Grace. Gracie cannot shoot the ball. Back to Zayana it goes. Zayana will back up. Now Zayana will penetrate right, kick the ball back out to Green. Cannon stops, needs help, gives it off to Zayana. She can take her, I think. She does. To the baseline, no place to go, though. Inside of Gracie it goes. Lost the ball on the floor, picked up by Farragut. It's a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will go. Give the ball to the Lady Admirals. 15-13 our score. Here comes Samaj in the ball game, and Zayana is going to check out.
Good to see Gracie Herring getting some playing time there, David. Unfortunately, just unable to corral the ball there. But if she had gotten the ball, she would have had a great opportunity to score.
Farragut basketball against Oak Ridge's press once again. Coming down the floor with the basketball, number 34, that'll be Rogers. Rogers works the ball across the way with a pass to Priest. Priest works the ball in the corner. They drive light. They thought about shooting a three from way downtown. Farragut by 2, 15-13 the score. Lady Admiral basketball. One thing they need to do is they get a three up, blocked by Oak Ridge, but they've got the rebound back up from 10. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. There's an over-the-back foul called against Annie Priest. Farragut commits the foul. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 5:56 to play. We've got to get Jenna a little bit more involved in the offense here.
Yeah, we do. I mean, they did a great job early on getting her the ball in there. So the opportunity is there. We just got to look for them a little bit more often.
Lady Wildcats have Demetria running the point. She works the ball to her right. She got held, no call. Works the ball out to the top in the midcourt circle. Samaj is in the right corner. Cannon's in the left corner. Gracie Herron and Jenna Johnson are the high posts. And there's nearly a reach in. Saved by Jenna. Jenna pulls up and shoots. Not her shot. Saved by Farragut. Jenna kind of taking one from mid-range. Not a bad-looking look as they work the ball inside for a shot. As she falls down, that's a double dribble. Good defense by Cannon right there.
Great defense, Dave. She did a great job. Stayed right with her. Kept her body in between the defender or the offensive player and the goal. Exactly what you want to see.
15-13 our score. Lady Wildcats down by 2. We've already seen Bearden knock off Heritage, and they'll be moving on to the championship ball game on Wednesday. The winner of this game will play for the championship and get a sub-state on Saturday. Samaj Clark with the basketball. Oak Ridge down 2 points. Oak Ridge basketball. The Wildcats turn the ball over. Samaj had it ripped out of her hands. Here comes Farragut down the floor. It is very loud here. It's very, very full of fans from both teams here. A lot of the Bearden fans stayed to watch this one. Farragut bounce pass on the right side. They looked to her backdoor drive. Might have walked there. Came close to it. Good defense. They're going to call just a little bit too aggressive, I guess, with Lauren Hart, and that'll be Lauren's second foul. Team foul only number 2. She's number 3, as will be Farragut basketball. They lead Oak Ridge by 2, 15-13, 4:54 to play here in the second period. They lob it into number 13. She drives in, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound to Farragut. They get a layup, good. Off the glass it goes to McCall Willis, and Oak Ridge is down by 4. Here comes Samaj. The ball kicked out of bounds, last touch by Farragut. 17-13 the score. Farragut's defense, their zone is so good, and they've got such length. They're so much taller than us.
Yeah, we really need Samaj to get in the game, and she gets the inbound ball thrown to her, but she's got 0 points so far, David.
Second foul, though, call against Rogers. She is what makes their engine go. And let's see if she comes out of the game. Bishop's going to come in, and Rogers is going to check out with her second foul. 4-point lead for the Admirals here. Winner go home here tonight. Lady Wildcats trying to extend their season 2 more ball games. Ayana Porter's back in the ball game. Here it comes to Samaj. 17-13 the score. Samaj at the free throw line cannot shoot. Backs it over to Cannon. Try to look inside to Jenna, but they can't get the ball to her. Then the ball ripped out of her hands. And then a foul is going to be called against Samaj Clark. Lady Wildcats got in pretty deep there, and then the ball got stripped away. Both teams are playing outstanding defense.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, really disrupting the other team's offense. It's hard to get into your offensive set when everyone's defense is going so well.
17-13 our score. Here come the Lady Admirals down the floor. 4:19 to play. Farragut ball. And they work the ball across the line. Here it goes to Priest. Annie Priest, number 3. She's a freshman. I wonder if she's related to Tim Priest. As they work the ball in, they nearly lost it. They do. Wildcats have it. Cannon's got it on a steal. And then a foul is going to be called against the Farragut Lady Admirals. I think it's going to go against Bishop. And that is the case. Or Priest. That'll be her first personal foul. Oak Ridge basketball down by 4. 17-13 the score. 14 foul against them. Oak Ridge moving left to right here, playing with Jenna Johnson along with Ayana Porter. Lady Wildcats have Cannon Green, Lauren Hart, and Samaj in the ballgame, the original starting 5. Here's Ayana Porter dribbling in. Penetrating, no place to go. Cannon's got another 3. It's going to be long. No good. Rebound Farragut. Lady Wildcats losing the battle of the boards here early on, at least, as they work the ball down low. They get a shot up. No good. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Off the fingertips of Priest once again. Lady Wildcats have got to get some rebounding.
Yeah, they really do. They got to get Jenna and Samaj in there banging the boards for the Lady Wildcats.
Here's Ayana Porter with the basketball. Backs up. Slings the ball to Lauren. Lauren Hart backs up outside the arc. Gets a screen from Samaj. Works the ball inside. Back to Samaj it goes. Samaj looks to Jenna. There's Lauren. She shoots. It's on its way. No good. It was on target, just not enough on it. Here comes Farragut down the floor. Lady Admiral basketball. Wildcats a little cold shooting right all of a sudden. Here comes Farragut outside. Out to the top it goes once again to Bishop. Bishop at the midcourt circle. Swings the ball right side to Sheridan. 3:08 to play second period. Farragut basketball. They lead it by 4, 17-13. We're on YouTube. We're on prepradio.com. We're on FM 92.7. As they work the ball in for a shot. It's up, no good. Rebound Jenna. Jenna Johnson with the basketball. Coming down the floor, Oak Ridge. Lauren Hart, one dribble. She's fouled. As she goes for a shot, they're going to give Lauren Hart a couple of free throws. Tonight's YouTube sponsor is Alan Etheridge. Alan is an Oak Ridge educator and administrator at the high school. He is a state champion cross-country coach and is sponsoring this game in honor of his former coaches, Jill Pruden and Jim McNamee, who he considers to be his coaching mentors. We thank Coach Etheridge for his support of his alma mater and our broadcasts on YouTube. Lauren's first shot up, no good. She's got 3 points. Gunning for 4. Lady Wildcats down 17-13. Senior goes to the free throw line. Tosses up there and no good. Rebound Farragut. And they have the basketball. Lady Wildcats have got to hit their shots to the free throws at the free throw line. As Farragut brings the ball down the floor, they lead by 4. 17-13 with us. The Lady Admirals have the basketball. Wildcats have gotten stops on defense. But Lady Wildcats have gone cold shooting. They work the ball down low on the paint. Here's a spinning shot. It's up, no good. Jenna Johnson on the rebound. Lady Wildcats with the basketball down 4. Here's Ayana waiting for Cannon. Works the ball inside to Jenna along the baseline. Drives in. Swings the ball out to Hart. Out it goes to Ayana. Ayana Porter thought about dribbling in with her back to the goal. Gives it out to Cannon, who drives left. Swings it out to Lauren once again. To Cannon Green. Lady Wildcats to Samaj Clark. Samaj wanted to drive. They just don't allow her any room at all. Here's Porter along the baseline. She slings the ball back out. Around to Cannon it goes. Head fakes. Pulls up. Shoots. Short. Rebound. Farragut. And they're going to call a foul, I think, against Jenna. Lady Wildcats, if they get those open shots, and they were doing it earlier, Cannon and Lauren, that time I think Cannon passed up on a shot.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think she should have pulled the trigger on that shot. She was wide open. She decided to pump fake and drive in for a closer shot, but the three-point shot was there available for her.
We'll be talking to Coach Green at halftime. We'll have Mark's stats as well. Lady Admiral basketball, they lead by 4. Lady Wildcats, Lindsay Cleveland has a steal to Jenna. Jenna waits for her teammates. Ayana Porter for 3, no good. Rebound, Farragut, then they lost it. Zayana's got it. Zayana is then tied up. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 1:35 to play, second quarter, 17-13. Lady Wildcats down by 4. It's been a while since anybody scored. The Oak Ridge basketball, and it comes to Ayana. Around it goes to Clark. Samaj to Ayana. Dribbles in. Stops. Gives it out to Lindsay Cleveland. Lindsay, right side. Zayana for 3. Her second. Good! 3-point shot. Zayana Stewart. She's got 6, and the Lady Wildcats trail by 1. 17-16 the score. Here comes Farragut down the floor. Lady Admiral basketball. Yet to get the ball across the line. Now they do. Over it goes to number 13. That's Ace Strickland. 1:09 to play, second quarter. Farragut by 1, 17-16 the score. With the basketball will come Farragut. They work the ball to the right side to Bishop. Bishop works the ball, looks down low, harass, swings the ball back out to Sheridan. Sheridan guarded by the freshman Jenna Johnson. Dribbles past her, cut off at the line. They kick it out for a 3. It's on its way. It's good. 3-point shot for Bishop. And Lady Wildcats trail again by 4. Here comes Lindsay Cleveland to Jenna Johnson for the shot. No good. Wouldn't go for Jenna. Here come the Lady Admirals down the floor. I thought, honestly, Lindsay just a half second late giving it in to Jenna. Here comes Farragut down the floor. 30 seconds to play. They lead by 4. Lady Wildcats could use a turnover right here. Here come the Lady Admirals. 20-16 our score. 22 seconds to play here in the second quarter. With the basketball will come Bishop. Bishop dribbling. Coach Mayfield calls a new play. At the midcourt circle, harass, works around a screen, waits, stops, fires it inside. They'll dribble out. They'll get a 3 off. It's up. It's no good. Off the stanchion. It'll be Oak Ridge's basketball. And believe it or not, it stayed up there. The ball is caught between the rope that holds it and it, kind of pulls it up. And they're going to get Ayana to knock it down. She's the smallest player on the floor, as we're going to need somebody to get the ball down. Is it going to be Zayana? Get a shot of that, Drew. They're just going to play with it, I guess. It's going to, they need to knock it. Well, you do it. I don't know why he was asking the player to do it. He should have knocked it down.
Yeah, I guess he didn't want to be embarrassed by missing.
Well, Zayana got it knocked down. Thank you, Drew, for that. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 5 seconds to play, second quarter. Ayana dribbling, driving, shooting, on his way, no good, as the first half comes to a close. Want to have a basketball in the books there, Mark. We're going to talk to Coach Green here in a minute, talk about his game and about the Lady Wildcats, but your thoughts on the first half?
Lady Wildcats played really well. Unfortunately, just looking, David, Lady Wildcats only scored 3 points in the second quarter, and that was at 3 late by Zayana Stewart. So Lady Wildcats, they've got to get the ball inside, specifically to Jenna Johnson, and, really open up the Farragut defense. They got to break it up a little bit.
We'll be back in 3 minutes.
What's that? Oh.
Yes. They're not going to build that bench for us. I was anticipating. Yeah, I know, yeah. They keep shooting. Yeah. No. Yeah. This home. Oh, yeah. I'll let you turn it on when you're ready. You know what you're doing over there?
Halftime score here, Lady Wildcats down 20-16, and joining me is the head coach of the boys basketball team, Coach Aaron Green. Coach, before we talk about your game tomorrow, let's talk about what you saw in the first half.
You know, very very winnable game. I think we're in good shape. You know, we've knocked down some threes. Days made two, Cannon made one, and Hart made one, which has kind of kept us in there. But got to get Jenna going here in the second half. I think, you know, just Farragut's big, so I think their lengths bothered her a little bit. But hopefully after a half of playing them, she'll get a little bit better feel. Got to get to the offensive glass a little bit more.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a whole lot of rebounds there. And a lot of that, you know, as I was talking to you off the air here, Samaj just can't really breathe. They're on her. Anywhere she is, there's somebody in her face.
Yeah, and this time of year, sometimes, you know, they try to take out your best players. You got to have other people step up. And sometimes that's just getting on the offensive glass and creating some turnovers and, you know, just being aggressive. So hopefully they can get it turned around here. And anybody's game here in the second half for sure.
Coach, I've tried to explain this to about anybody who will listen to me. Everybody first thought we were hosting the tomorrow and tonight, and they think they're coming back to Bearden tomorrow. If they go to Bearden tomorrow, there's not going to be anybody here. You are playing Bearden at Farragut tomorrow at 7:30.
That's correct. That's correct.
Talk about that Farragut, that Bearden team.
Yeah, you know, obviously a very good team. You know, we've matched up with them over the last several years in the region. Some region final last year. We beat them in the semifinals the year before that. You know, very talented team. I think it's one of the better teams in East Tennessee. You know, they've got, you know, Redwood's probably their best player, but they got other guys around him that can play. They got good size. They got the Bailey kid that transferred from Knox Central, who was their best player. You know, has really probably, you know, took them to the next level. You know, took them from a pretty good team to a really good team. You know, adding him to the mix. So, you know, it's a game. You know, once you get to this point, you got to play well to win. You can't just, you know, if you don't play well, you're probably not going to advance. But hey, I mean, this is what it's about. It'll be a great environment, two good teams, and, you know, just hope we play a little bit better than they do.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think you played your best ball game on Saturday.
No, we didn't, and we addressed that a little bit. A lot of times this time of year, you just kind of survive and advance and just really get, you know, not really look at the last game. But I addressed the last game a little bit, just some clips here and there individually with our players that I thought needed to see what we needed to correct. You know, that one's over. You know, it's funny. You win a region first quarterfinal game by 17, and you're evaluating and not real happy, but that's a good thing.
Coach, I appreciate it, and good luck tomorrow. We'll talk to you over there.
I appreciate it. Go Cats. Let's see if we can pull this one out.
Yeah, Lady Wildcats are down 20-16. Let me get Mark in here real quick. He'll run down the first half statistics. Get a chance to get him in here, Mark.
Thank you very much, David. As you said, Lady Wildcats trail at the half, 20-16. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats is, let's see, Zayana Stewart off the bench with 6 points. She's 2 of 2 from beyond the three-point line. Also scoring for the Lady Wildcats, Jenna Johnson has 4 points. She's 2 of 5 from the field. 3 points added by Cannon Green. She's 1 of 3 from beyond the three-point line. 3 points also by Lauren Hart. She's also 1 of 3 from beyond the three-point line. As a team, the Wildcats are 6 of 24 from the field. They're 2 of 12 in twos. They're 4 of 12 in threes, and they're 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Farragut Lady Admirals, they're led in scoring by Avery Strickland. She has 9 points. She's 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points added by Ashlyn Sheridan. She's 1 of 3 from the field. 2 points by McCall Willis, 1 of 3 from the field. 2 points also by Annie Priest. She's 1 of 2 from the field. 3 points by Annalise Bishop. She's 1 of 1 from the field. And then 1 point by Kaylee Rogers. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So as a team, the Lady Admirals are 7 of 19 from the field. They're 4 of 12 in twos. They're 3 of 7 in threes, and they're 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 13-12, but then they were outscored 8-3 in the second quarter, and that's how Farragut takes a 4-point lead. They lead 20-16 over the Lady Wildcats. David?
Thanks a lot, Mark. Tonight's YouTube sponsor is Alan Etheridge. Alan is an Oak Ridge educator and administrator at the high school. He's a state champion cross-country coach and is sponsoring this game in honor of his former coaches, Jill Pruden and Jim McNamee, who he considers to be his coaching mentors. We thank Coach Etheridge for his support of his alma mater and our broadcast on YouTube. We're also on FM 92.7. Our radio sponsor for tonight is Leonard Martin. We appreciate him. We'd like to thank him as well for his support. We're going to take a break here one more time. When we come back, we'll have the second half. Lady Wildcats down 20-16. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Not have the names and anything?
Remember to start it, Drew. Welcome back once again to Bearden High School. The second half just underway. Farragut with the basketball first. We start play. They lead Oak Ridge by 4. 20-16 our score. Lady Wildcats playing good, solid defense. Sheridan's going to drive left, kick it out for a wide open three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Cannon Green. Lady Wildcat basketball down by 4. Here it goes to Ayana Porter, dribbles along the baseline, swings the ball right, and steps out of bounds with it. I know what she wanted to do. She wanted to go to the baseline and kind of get the ball to somebody in the corner, but she just took a step out. Their length, like Coach Green said, causing Oak Ridge some difficulties. Not a whole lot of scoring in this one as they get the ball across the midcourt line. Oak Ridge's lead, I think, the biggest lead was 3. Farragut owning their biggest lead right now, 20-16. It has been a defensive struggle for sure. Farragut for 3, no good. Rebound, Lady Wildcats had it. It'll be Farragut knocking it out of bounds. Oh, no, he missed that. That was actually last touch by the Farragut, actually. I mean, that was he missed that one badly. You can hear the moan of the crowd there. Everyone else saw it except him. Their basketball. Here they come driving with it in the paint all the way through, wanting to shoot. Shot is blocked by Jenna, saved away by Oak Ridge. She steps out of bounds. Be Oak Ridge basketball. I tell you, Jenna's doing a great job on Rogers, but I can honestly say Rogers is doing a great job on Jenna too. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor, down by 4. 20-16 the score. They haven't scored in forever. Oak Ridge basketball. Jenna holds the ball, gives it out to Ayana Porter. Ayana drives in, goes in for the shot. No good. Rebound to the Lady Admirals. Here they come down the floor all the way coast to coast. Shot is up. No good. Rebound Jenna. Jenna had it, and she's fouled. Personal foul will go against number 32, McCall Willis. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. If Oak Ridge could find some offense, Mark, they are struggling to get anything to fall.
Yeah, they really are. They've really got to, as I said, they've got to be able to penetrate that 2-3 zone and break that up a little bit, and that's going to be mainly Jenna Johnson doing that.
Here come the Lady Wildcats with the basketball. Here's Jenna. Looks to a backdoor cut. Will not. Works the ball back out to Porter. They need somebody to step up, knock down some shots. Maybe it's Samaj Clark for three. No good. Lady Wildcats cannot buy a rebound either. Here they come down the floor, driving with it, coast to coast. Blocked by Jenna, but she gets it up there good. I thought she blocked it. 6-point game. Lady Wildcats need offense. Ayana Porter dribbling into the hole. No place to go. Jenna dribbles in. A little 5-footer is no good. Rebound Farragut. Nothing falling. Does Jenna have any points at all? 4 points in the game. Lady Wildcat. What about Samaj?
No.
No points at all. Wow. 22-16 the score. 5:48 to play. So they have neutralized really our two best scorers for sure, Jenna and Samaj, and that's good coaching by Coach Mayfield. We need somebody else to step up as they have the ball stripped out of bounds. Be Oak Ridge basketball. Good defense. Really, it was actually a breakdown on defense, and then good defense to strip the ball away. Oak Ridge down 22-16. The boys will play tomorrow at 7:30 against Bearden at Farragut. Hope you'll join us for that game at Farragut High School or on FM 92.7. Here's Oak Ridge's Ayana Porter driving the baseline, kicks it into Jenna. Jenna attacks and gives it back out to Porter. Lady Wildcat basketball. Wildcats need somebody to step up. 5-second count was on. Ayana backs it up. Oak Ridge needs offense. Let's see what the freshman can do. She's going to take it strong. No good. Rebound to Farragut on a deflection. Lady Wildcats, Ayana's trying to do her part. She's trying to penetrate and go inside as they get up a shot. No good. Rebound Farragut. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge, and then Ayana can't control it. Nothing going our way here, Mark. Every time, even when the Lady Wildcats get a stop, Lady Wildcats can't get in their run mode. Can't get the ball down the floor as Oak Ridge substitutes Demetria Strickland in the ball game. Lindsey Cleveland's in. Farragut basketball, they work the ball in. 4:55 to play third quarter. It's an elimination ball game. The winner advances, the loser is done. Here comes number 44 with the basketball. Bounce pass, number 13 drives in. They get a shot on its way. It's up, and it's no good. Farragut on the rebound, going right back up with a shot. Good, and she's fouled. Lady Wildcats in a hurt of trouble only because they can't score. Defensively, I think they're doing a really good job, but they cannot get through this defense, and they can extend this lead out to 9, Mark.
Yeah, they exactly what you said, David. I mean, they've got to be able to get the ball to go through the rim for the Lady Wildcats. I mean, they got to get Jenna Johnson. They got to get Samaj involved in this game.
Lady Wildcats down 25-16, haven't scored in a month. Here's Zayana. She got hammered. No call. Zayana goes up for the shot. She was fouled there. Nothing. They work the ball down the floor. They have a layup on the other end. Samaj blocks it out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Nope. It'll be Farragut basketball. Good recovery there by Oak Ridge. Wildcats cannot get anything to fall here, Mark. 16 points total. Credit their defense. Their defense has just been stifling.
Yeah, it really has, and their size really does help them quite a bit, David. The length, just the wingspan that they are able to have out there.
Farragut basketball outside. It goes to Rogers. Rogers guarded by Lindsey Cleveland. Backs it up with 4:14 to play. Lady Wildcats, nothing in transition, and that's kind of fuels their offense a lot as they work the ball. Almost a steal there by Jenna. Saved away by the Lady Admirals. They're going to drive in, get a shot up. No good. Back up. Good. Up and good by Sheridan. Lady Wildcats down double digits now. The Wildcats to Samaj Clark. 8-footer is an air ball. No good. Rebound to Farragut. Lady Admiral basketball. Samaj might be pressing just a little bit as they work the ball in for a shot. Nope, it's going to be a foul. Lady Wildcats, let's see if Coach Taylor's going to call a timeout. I think she will in a moment. 3:42 to play. Timeout is asked for by Oak Ridge. Unfortunate set of events taking place here at Bearden High School. Lady Wildcats just can't get their main scorers to score. And that is a big issue. When Samaj has been held scoreless to this point in the ballgame, Lady Wildcats are in trouble.
Yeah, credit Farragut, David. Good scouting job, just really disrupting Samaj, kind of keeping the ball away from her. And when she does get the ball, she's kind of outside of her perimeter, really.
27-16 is our score. Lady Wildcats haven't scored at all, I don't believe, here in the second half. They're down by 11, and Farragut's got the ball underneath their goal. Tonight's YouTube sponsor is Alan Etheridge. Alan is an Oak Ridge educator and administrator at Oak Ridge High School. He's a state champion cross-country coach and is sponsoring this game in honor of former Oak Ridge coaches Jill Pruden and Jim McNamee, who he considers to be his coaching mentors. We thank Coach Etheridge for his support of his alma mater and our broadcasts on YouTube. Lady Wildcats still very much in it, but, you've got to get some offense. You have got to find some offense. They've gotten plenty of stops. They've only given up 27 points to this point, but they haven't been able to score, and I've said that repeatedly, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, Ayanna Porter, you got to give her credit, Dave. She's doing a good job of penetrating their zone defense, but unable to really kick it out to anybody right now.
They miss a three, and Zayana Stewart has the rebound. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Zayana's going to take it strong to the hole. She's going to get a layup. She missed it. Rebound, though, to Lindsay Cleveland. Lady Wildcats, the ones that normally go in, Mark, are just not going in tonight.
No, they're not. And that was a great look by Zayana. I'm just surprised that didn't go in.
Demetria Strickland off to Samaj. Samaj dribbles in, penetrates, drives left, kicks the ball back out. Demetria for three. Good. Three-point shot for Demetria Strickland. And the Lady Wildcats trail by 8. 27-19 the score. Lady Wildcats putting on the pressure. The Wildcats get a steal. Demetria goes in for the shot again. No good. Rebound, Farragut. Probably should have dished it over to Jenna, but it's easy for me to say from here. 27-19 the score. Down the floor with the basketball once again will come the Lady Admirals. 2:46 to play third quarter. 27-19, Farragut by 8. Here comes Farragut driving the baseline. They kick it to the corner. Unable to shoot a three. They look inside. Now they launch an NBA range three. No good. Samaj on the rebound. Samaj waits. Gives it across to Jenna. Jenna drives. Lindsay Cleveland, three-pointer. The freshman missed it. Rebound, Farragut. Lady Wildcats, no rebounding. We're getting just annihilated on the glass.
Yeah, we just can't get close enough, David. Farragut's doing a great job boxing us out.
2:15 to play third quarter. Farragut basketball. They lead Oak Ridge in this elimination ball game, 27-19. Farragut with it over to Strickland. Strickland looks back door. They work the ball inside. Shot is up. No good. Foul called against Jenna Johnson. We'll send Farragut to the free throw line. Tomorrow the boys will be at Farragut. They'll take on Bearden at 7:30 in an elimination ball game. Here comes Gracie Heron into the ball game. How many fouls now is that on Jenna?
That's just her first, David.
Free throws up. Good. She looked like she one-handed it up there. Maybe I saw that wrong. She hit the free throw. McCall Willis, senior player. Let me watch her free throw. It looked like she one-handed that up with her left hand. She does, and it's up good. And it just looked weird as she released it. Not a bad shot, and it's back to a 10-point lead for Farragut. 2:03 to play. Big shot a moment ago there by Demetria Strickland.
Yeah, well, that was critical, David. And then she tried to get another two there, but unfortunately just wasn't able to go in for the Lady Wildcats.
Boy, Samaj is really struggling. She just launched one and missed it. Here comes Farragut down the floor once again. Samaj can't get anything to go tonight. I've never seen Samaj off of her game, and you got to credit the defense. You got to credit the defense of Farragut. They've stayed on her, and she's maybe pressing a little bit, maybe forcing it just a bit.
Yeah, I think she is. I think, she's a senior, David. She's trying to make something happen. Credit her for that, but unfortunately it's not going in for yet. Nice block by Gracie Heron.
She blocked it again, and Gracie's got the rebound. Good insert. Here come the Lady Wildcats running. Samaj has a layup. Out of bounds, last touch. Wow, Samaj almost got her first 2 points there, but they just knock it out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball underneath the goal. Down 10 a minute. 20 to play here in this third period. Oak Ridge ball, and it comes. Zayana Stewart to Lindsay Cleveland. No place to go. Kicks it out to Zayana. Zayana dribbles left. Will not shoot. Backs it up. Got a screen. Dribbles in. Gives it out to Demetria. Demetria to Samaj. Samaj drives all the way in. Lost the ball. Turns it over. Almost saved away by Zayana. And then a foul is going to be called against Farragut. I think it's going to go against Ashlyn Sheridan. It'll be the first team foul call against Farragut, her second. 29-19, Lady Wildcats watching Farragut substitute into the ball game. McCall Willis, Cannon Green checks back in. Samaj is going to take a seat here. Oak Ridge basketball. In it goes Cannon. Little 5-footer is no good. Lady Wildcats just their shooting percentage is just absolutely horrendous here. And got to credit Farragut, but I think you're perhaps even a little bit nerves on these young players. That's an offensive foul. It is. That's a good call against McCall Willis. She just bombarded Lindsey Cleveland. That's her second foul. 46 seconds to play third quarter. 10-point game. Lady Wildcats need some momentum here going into the fourth quarter. Demetria Strickland with it over to Lindsey Cleveland. Lindsey drives in, gives it off to Cannon. Cannon, no place to go. Back to Demetria. Demetria turns, spins, comes through the paint, swings it out to Cleveland. Lindsey drives in, shoots. She's going to be fouled on the floor. Personal foul goes against Farragut. Not a shooting violation. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 29.7 seconds to play here. Oak Ridge basketball. Cannon lobs it in to Demetria Strickland. Demetria to Cannon, three-footer. No good. Rebound, jump ball, alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. Good play, Gracie. Gracie's come in and made a couple big plays. Couple blocks on that end, a rebound and a reach in to tie them up. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball.
Yeah, you got to remember, David, she's a senior too. She don't want to see her career end tonight on Bearden's home floor.
Cannon's got to get it in, does to Gracie. Gracie back to Zayana. Zayana thought about driving in, will kick it out. Cannon Green for three. Boy, they need it. Good! Three-point shot for Cannon. And Lady Wildcats trail by 7. They steal the ball again. Oak Ridge basketball. Here's Demetria for threes. Blocked. 6 seconds to play. Oak Ridge down by 7. What a big shot by Cannon. Her second three of the game as Samaj Clark comes in for Lindsey Cleveland. Big play by Oak Ridge. Cannon has 2 threes here. The Wildcats need one more bucket here as we head to the fourth quarter. Oak Ridge works it in. Samaj dribbles, drives, three-pointer, no good. Knocked out by Farragut. Saved by the Admirals as the third quarter comes to a close. One more quarter of basketball for one of these teams. The Wildcats are down 7. 29-22 our score. Back for the fourth and final quarter in 60 seconds. Welcome back once again to Bearden High School. The Lady Admirals on top of Oak Ridge by 7. With the basketball comes Farragut. They work the ball outside for a three-pointer. It's up. Brick. No good. Rebound Samaj. Lady Wildcat basketball. Here comes Oak Ridge's Samaj Clark. Dribbling right. Kicks it out to Zayana. Zayana dribbles. Drives. There's Gracie. Baseline jumper is no good. Rebound Farragut. Here come the Lady Admirals down the floor. Straight down the middle of the floor. Good play by Samaj Clark. Knocks it off the body of Rogers out of bounds. Wildcats had a good look by Gracie. Gracie usually knocks those shots down. I think she was so surprised she was so wide open.
She normally sits those down.
Here comes Ayana pulling up, shooting, no good. She's fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. That's how you get back into it, Mark. You go to the line, hit some shots here, keep the clock stopped. This time it'll be the freshman Zayana Stewart. Lady Wildcats have Zayana in the ballgame, Cannon Green, Demetria Strickland, Samaj Clark, and Gracie Heron. 29-22. Lady Wildcats haven't shot many free throws tonight. And they haven't hit any free throws either. They are really struggling at the line. Zayana misses that one. What are we at the line?
As a team, we are 0 of 3.
Zayana back to the free throw line. They need it. Puts it up there. No good. Rebound Farragut. The Lady Wildcats 0 of 4 from the line. They haven't had many opportunities for sure. And let's see what they can do on defense. 7:10 to play in somebody's season here. Farragut with the basketball. Dribbling outside. It goes number 13. Thought about driving in. She will. Throws in up. Well, up there. No good. Gracie's got the rebound. Gracie Heron to Samaj Clark. Lady Wildcats down 7. Samaj drive. Gives it off to Demetria. Demetria to Zayana. Zayana dribbles in. Zayana drives all the way in for the shot. No good. On the rebound, Farragut had it. Trying to get it. Gracie fouls her. Lady Wildcats, I think the Oak Ridge fans thought Zayana was fouled. You can maybe hear the foul, the people getting upset. Zayana goes in and got blasted, but no call. For the most part, they've done a pretty decent job on the officiating, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they have. I mean, this is a tough game, very physical.
Here comes Farragut down the floor. They got a guard, number 44. She can launch. That's Sheridan. She's going to drive against Gracie, kick it out for a 3. It's on its way short. Rebound Cannon. Lady Wildcats wanting to run. Here comes Demetria. They've gone a little cold shooting. Wildcats down 7. Here comes Zayana. Thought about a 3, took one step, thought about driving in, going to dribble in. Zayana's going to drive, turn, no place to go. Back to Samaj it goes. Samaj drives left. Cannon Green won't take the 3. Little 10-footer is no good. Lady Wildcats just cannot get a rebound. We are just getting annihilated on the glass, and Coach Mayfield calls a timeout. Mark, Oak Ridge, rebounding, free throw shooting, 2 keys in this game, and right now it's been all Farragut who's done that.
Yeah, I mean Farragut does a good job, as I said earlier, getting good position for the rebound, and plus their girls are just bigger than ours, kind of across the board. So it really puts the Lady Wildcats at a disadvantage on the boards, but they're going to have to, dig deep and find a way to work through those players.
One more time, tonight's YouTube sponsor is Alan Etheridge. Alan is an Oak Ridge educator and administrator at the high school. He's a state champion cross-country coach and is sponsoring this game in honor of former coaches Jill Pruden and Jim McNamee, also state champion coaches, who he considers to be his coaching mentors. We thank Coach Etheridge for his support of his alma mater and our broadcasts on YouTube. We're also on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Our radio sponsor for tonight is Leonard Martin. We'd like to thank him as well for his support. Tomorrow at 7:30, the boys will be playing Bearden for I believe the 6th time, 6 consecutive years in the region tournament. And they've either been the finals or the semifinals. This will be an elimination ball game. Farragut basketball. Lady Wildcats putting a little bit more pressure on in the rear court. And then the Wildcats almost get a steal. Farragut then loses it out of bounds. That's what you want to do with the press. You don't necessarily always have to get a steal. You just want to speed them up, and that caused them to turn the ball over.
Yeah, great job disrupting their flow there, David. Nice back tip there by Samaj.
Here comes Demetria with the basketball. Looks for Zayana. Zayana's been active, and that's something that she is. You got to get her involved here because she doesn't mind driving and penetrating, but you got to hit the free throws. Here's Demetria across the line. She throws it away. I think she thought Cannon was going to move, or she just lost the handle of the basketball.
Well, I think what I thought happened, Dave, was she was bumped and she was throwing that pass, and it kind of got away from her.
There with the basketball. Great save there by the Lady Admirals. They're trying to get the ball across the line. They will not. Oak Ridge. Oh, that's got to be a foul. Number 44 Number 44 just creamed our girl. Oak Ridge down by 10 again. Here's Zayana against the press. Good. Count it. And she's fouled. Coach Mayfield can't believe it, but that is the case. Wow. I mean, she ran into a wall there. And it'll be Zayana going to the line.
I believe the foul was called on Strickland, David. If so, that's her 3rd as Zayana goes to the line.
Wildcats hit a free throw. So Oak Ridge back down by 7. Putting on the press, 5:19 to play in somebody's season. There's a walk. There's a walk. No call. Here comes a good trap set by Jenna Johnson and company. There she hand checks it. Wildcats going to steal. That's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Oak Ridge's basketball. Oak Ridge got it anyway. Wow. 32-25 to score, a 7-point game. This is one of those tough games to watch here, Mark.
Yeah, it is. And now, there's no way that was a jump ball. There's no way they held it tight enough. Demetria Strickland just went in there and just ripped it away.
Zayana, 3-pointer. Good! Zayana Stewart knocks it down. Oak Ridge down by 4. Here comes Oak Ridge with the press. Got to get a stop. Bounce pass. Ferry, there's a walk. No, it's a call. It was a walk, but no call. 4-point game. 32-28. Zayana Stewart stepping up for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, she leads the Wildcats, David. The only individual for the Lady Wildcats in double figures with 12 points.
32-28 is our score. 4:50 to play in the ball game. Coach Mayfield, a very good strategic timeout to kind of settle his troops. The winner of this game takes on the Bearden Bulldogs, who beat Heritage tonight by 20. And they're already in the championship game Wednesday night, waiting for the winner of this game. Will it be their District 4 rivals or will the Lady Wildcats? Although Oak Ridge is the number 1 seed out of District 3, Farragut is still the favorite in this game with so many seniors and experience.
Yeah, I mean, although Oak Ridge is the number 1 seed out of District 3, they're also the only team out of District 3.
Farragut trying to get the ball in. The ball comes in, and then there's going to be a foul against Zayana. That'll be the 15th foul called against the Wildcats, and a hard one at that. That'll be Zayana's second foul. Sheridan is the lady fouled. And let's see if she's okay. She is. She'll stay in the ball game. 4:50 to play. Not a shooting violation. It'll be Farragut basketball. Good round of applause from the Farragut fans here. She gets up okay. Lady Wildcats down 4 points. 32-28. Farragut basketball. Lady Admirals work it in. Then it comes to number 44. That's Sheridan. 4:47 to play. She's picked up defensively by Jenna Johnson. We're on YouTube. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. Here comes number 34 driving. Backs it up. 4:35 to play. Lady Wildcats have extended their defense. Number 3 with the basketball. That's Bishop. 5-second count is on. She throws the ball away. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball on their turnover. Good defense, Oak Ridge, extending it out on Bishop. Now the Lady Wildcats have got to get some points here and take advantage of it.
Yeah, the pressure by the Lady Wildcats really paying off right now, getting Farragut out of their game.
Zayana Stewart holds the ball, needs some help, looks and throws the ball away. Try to get it to Jenna, and Jenna is going to try to strip the ball away. Farragut's nearly a double dribble there. Here comes Oak Ridge Samaj harassing her. She fires a pass into 34, blocked by the foul call against Oak Ridge. 4:05 to play in the game. 32-28, Oak Ridge down 4. The winner advances to the championship ball game. The loser is done. To the free throw line will go Rogers, senior player for the Admirals. Free throw, good. 33-28, back to a 5-point game. Back to the free throw line once again will go Rogers. Looks at the second toss, shoots it, made it. Oak Ridge basketball. Here it comes to Oak Ridge's Ayana Porter. Ayana has the ball knocked out of bounds by Farragut. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Exactly 4:01 to play in somebody's season. Lady Wildcats down 6. 34-28. Here comes to Samaj Clark in front of the Oak Ridge bench. Samaj throws the ball away. Intercepted by Farragut. Just couldn't get the ball over the top of the much taller Rogers. She works the ball. Free throw line jumper is no good. Rebounded by Jenna Johnson. Wildcats wanting to run. Jenna coming down the floor. Zayana thought about shooting a 3. Dribbles in. There comes Ayana. Ayana Porter. Dribbles left. Gives it in to Jenna. There's Zayana again for 3. No good. And once again, we can't get a rebound. Down the floor come the Lady Admirals. They scoot the ball across the line. They drive in. Shot is no good. Over the back. Foul called Farragut, I think, against Willis. I think. Lady Wildcats down 34-28. That's the 7th team foul. And to the free throw line will go Oak Ridge.
Third foul, David, on Willis, McCullough Willis.
Cannon Green will go to the free throw line. She's a 50% free throw shooter on the year. Hasn't had many. 34-28. Free throws have been an issue tonight. Cannon shoots. No good. Lady Wildcats just struggling at the charity stripe. And their season only has 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in it unless they can overcome this 6-point deficit. Here comes 34 driving. Blocked by Jenna. Cannon Green with the basketball. 3 minutes to play. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor. Oak Ridge basketball. Zayana Stewart dribbles, drives, shoots, no good. Battles, Can't get the rebound. Picked up on the floor. Zayana's caught it. Jump ball is called. Alternate possession arrow. Farragut. At that situation, Zayana probably could have called a timeout to save possession. But good hustle, though. And I'll tell you, Zayana came to play. She's battling hard on the glass.
I love her competitive nature, David. It's just great to watch. You know, between her and Porter, I love watching those two as they try to penetrate this defense.
They work the ball across the way. Number 3 with it. Swings the ball to the corner. Farragut basketball. 2:49 to play. The Wildcats down 6. Creatures had some opportunities here. Haven't been able to take advantage of it. You got to wonder when they're going to commit the foul. Here it goes on the left side of Bishop, guarded by Cannon Green. 5-second count was on her. She works it out for a 3. No good. Strange foul. Lindsay Cleveland's got it, and then it's ripped out of her hands. She was fouled, but no call. Over on the left side, it goes to Strickland. They are so long. Their length has really been a big, huge factor in this game.
Yeah, the long legs help them too, David. Trying to get, as Farragut calls a timeout.
2 minutes, 19 seconds to play in the game. 34-28 elimination ball game here from Bearden High School. Rebounding and free throw shooting. Things that you got to do to win championships. But I tell you, the fight is here, and the Lady Wildcats, despite their youth and Farragut's senior-dominated team and their length and their experience, Oak Ridge is playing them tooth and nail.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, credit the entire Lady Wildcat team, David. They are trying. They're giving it everything that they've got right now.
Tomorrow at 7:30, the guys will play the Bearden Bulldogs at Farragut. I know that's confusing. We're here at Bearden playing Farragut. Tomorrow we'll be at Farragut playing Bearden. But that is the way it is. We'll be at Farragut High School tomorrow. That'll be a 7:30 ball game. Coach Richard Cowan, former head coach of the Bearden Bulldogs, just walked past me here. And I know he and Coach Pruden had many a battle back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. And he's here as well talking to Coach Underwood here. And it's always good to see Coach Cowan in the house. Now Oak Ridge needs some stops here. They're still in it. It's just a 2-possession ball game, but they need some stops. Here comes Farragut to work the ball in. And it comes to number 44, that's Sheridan. 2:17 to play in somebody's season. With the basketball, nearly a steal by Zayana. Nearly an over and back there. Farragut working some time off. 5-second count is on. They dribble left. Number 3 with the basketball. Got to extend your defense. Can't let anything come easy for the Lady Admirals. And there's going to be a foul call against Jenna. That stops the clock with 2 minutes, and Jenna picks up her second foul. 1 in the bonus, 7th team foul. And a team that looks like they don't ever miss free throws is going to go to the line. This is going to be Avery Ace Strickland trying to make it a bigger lead. Still 1 in the bonus here. Her free throw's up. Good. 3-possession ball game now. 35-28 the score. Farragut in the lead. Wildcats led after 1 quarter. It's been Farragut most of the way since.
Farragut has the team, David, 9 of 10 from the line.
Wow. Second toss. Good. Wildcats down 8, need points. 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Ayana Porter with the basketball. Waits, don't have much time to just kind of play around as Ayana drives in, gives it in, throws the ball away. Try to get it to Jenna, and Farragut has the basketball. Not a good possession right there, Mark. Let's see if the Lady Wildcats can get a stop without fouling. Here comes the Wildcats coming hard, and the Lady Wildcats come up. There is a steal. Samaj had it, but then they can't get it. And then a reach-in foul called against Oak Ridge. Minute 34 to play in the ballgame. Oak Ridge down 36-28. Wildcats have 3 seniors. Lauren Hart, Samaj Clark, Gracie Heron. 1:34 to play in the ballgame. Free throws up, no good. And it'll be Oak Ridge's basketball. Yeah, it's Oak Ridge's basketball. Yeah, he made a mistake there. Yeah, that was a mistake. It was 1 in the bonus. It was not a shooting violation. And he admits his mistake, which is good. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. And then Coach Taylor will call a timeout. 36-28 the score. He blew his whistle thinking it was a 2-shot foul when it was 1 in the bonus. And he admitted his mistake, and I like that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. It's good when you own it.
36-28 the score. As I was saying, Three seniors on this team. This game isn't over, but right now, Lady Wildcats are going to need really quick scoring, stops on defense. You got three seniors who've been really big parts of this basketball program over the last 4 years. Gracie Heron, 500 points in her career. Lauren Hart and Samaj Clark, who was approaching 950 points in her career. They'll be sadly missed, but hopefully in the next 94 seconds, we can get a big rally going.
Yeah, I mean, and they need it, David. They need it. They've changed their defense. They're putting a lot more pressure on the ball, and that's really kind of paying off. Samaj Clark was able to make a tip away there. Unfortunately, the Lady Wildcats just weren't able to come up with it.
It doesn't happen much when you got both all-time leading scorers on the boys' side and the girls' side in attendance here. Kiki Stewart, along with Halston Lane, in the Bearden High School gym tonight. Oak Ridge down 36-28. The winner advances. The loser is done. Oak Ridge down 36-28. Ridge doesn't have time. Ayana got to try to set it up here to Cannon. Throws the ball away. Lady Wildcats look very unsure of themselves. They missed a shot, though. Cannon's got the rebound. Lady Wildcats got to push it. Here comes Ayana down the floor. Inside, throws the ball away again. Pass intending for Lindsay Cleveland. You know, our Lady Wildcats, you know, that's the difference, and we've talked about this all season long. The difference between freshmen and seniors, and they've got 6, as Samaj steals it and gets the ball for Oak Ridge, is their strength. They're as Samaj pulls up, shoots no good. Rebound, jump ball, Oak Ridge basketball. You can just tell on the passes that Oak Ridge has had intercepted, they just don't have the strength that the Lady Admirals do.
Yeah, because I've noticed that Lady Admirals, David, they've got really crisp passes from one side to the other.
Samaj misses another shot here. Lady Wildcats still playing hard. 44 seconds to play there, but they just didn't get their offense that they're used to out of Samaj tonight. Has she scored at all? She's yet to score in the ballgame, and that's not the way that I'm sure Samaj Clark, who is a great basketball player, will do great things in life. Not only if she decides to play basketball, and I think she can, she will, but she'll do great things in life because she's a 4.0 student too. So, I mean, she's, you know, whether she plays basketball or not, she's gonna be very successful. And right now, things are not looking good for the Cardinal and Gray, but what a season for this Lady Wildcats. They started 5-8 on the year, have been competitive with a good group of youngsters. They have a lot coming back, but tonight is just not their night. And Farragut, as the Wildcats hit a three, Samaj hits a three-point shot, and it's a 7-point game. And the Wildcats try to get a steal, and a foul is going to be called. So Samaj hits a three in this one. 7-point game, 38-31, 23.2 seconds to play. I hate these ball games when the season comes to a close, but what kind of encourages me, and I know it's sad for Lauren, Gracie, and Samaj, is what's coming back for this team and what's coming up from Robertsville and Jefferson, too. Free throw is good. I hate this game when you're eliminated. This, you know, Keith Hyatt calls Middle Tennessee State the house of horrors. I think Bearden has been a house of horrors for us at times, too. Free throw is good. Wildcats down to their final 22 seconds. Samaj dribbles, throws up another three. No good. And I don't think Oak Ridge is going to foul here. Lady Wildcats are going to let Bearden play it out here. Congratulations to the Farragut High School Admirals. They have defeated Oak Ridge by a final score of 40-31. So it'll be Farragut against Bearden in the region championship ball game. They are also headed to their 8th ever sub-state ball game, which puts them one game away from the state tournament. And again, the Lady Wildcats season comes to a close in the region semifinals, but a great season for the Lady Wildcats, who, like I said, who would have thought when they started 5-8? Mike Kelly, who would have thought when the Lady Wildcats were 5-8 that they'd make it this far?
Only the true fans. Not many folks, though, but they did good to bounce back from a rough beginning to the season and made a good run.
They won 14 out of their last 16 ball games, but tonight they ran into some size, some experience, and some strength.
Exactly. Farragut shot the ball well. You got to give it to them. But we love the Lady Wildcats, always will, and they'll be back next year.
Mike, thanks a lot for sponsoring us, too.
Yes, sir. Thank you for everything you do.
It's Mike Kelly, one of our sponsors, Betsy Coleman Realty. The Wildcats defeated tonight 40-31. We haven't taken a break in a while. I don't know if Coach Taylor has headed up this way or will she go talk to her team. Probably this is one of those nights she might talk to her team first, so I will take a break. Lady Wildcats defeated. Their season comes to a close. Their final record ends up 20-10 on the year. Not so bad, honestly, for the Lady Wildcats with the youth and what they graduated from last year's team. 40-31 our score. We'll send it off to Brian Bennett. We will be back with Coach Taylor or Mark Statistics following this 3-minute timeout.
Oh, so my brother, did you Connor say what happened earlier?
No.
So my brother, Arlene and Bobby came.
All of it, but when you only make 2-point field goals the whole game, there's something wrong. Yeah, it was gone at halftime. And we only made one. I know. I mean, when you can only go right. You didn't want to make a foul call tonight. He's up there working the crowd right now. He's working a parent. It's 3-2 field goals. Okay. You only made one in the second half. Right.
Welcome back once again to Bearden High School. Lady Wildcats defeated. Season comes to a close. 40-31, the final score. Joining me is the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, Coach Paige Taylor. Coach, I hate this ball game. Whenever it happens, wherever it is, state tournament, when the season comes to a close. And I know this was a tough game for your team, but a winnable game for sure. I thought defensively, when you hold a team as experienced as this team to 40 points, you've done a good job defensively. I thought you made some really good stops on defense. Where you struggled, obviously, on the defensive end or maybe even on the offensive end was rebounding.
Right.
That was a key. But we knew that coming in. They were bigger, stronger, more physical than us. And that was a key stat. I don't have it in front of me, but I know
Yeah, I felt like at halftime, I felt like we'd actually rebounded the ball well. I could remember 2 offensive rebounds that they got, and they scored off of both of them. But then we opened up the second half, and it was offensive rebound after offensive rebound and putback after putback, and that's where they took a jump and took a lead that we never got back.
You know, it's one of those teams where we talked about it earlier in the season, and you said something once you're halfway through the year, you don't have young players anymore. They've been through the battles. But I thought their length, their strength was a big key. I mean, there were several times when, our girls typically would lob it over somebody. They would come up and grab it, or the pass was just not strong enough to get past them. Credit Farragut. I mean, Coach Mayfield does a really good job with that team. That's a very experienced team, much bigger than us. But you can't fault our fight here. I mean, from start to the very end of the game, your girls were fighting as well as they could.
Yeah, we battled for sure. We just, I would love to know what we shot from the field. Like I said, we only made 3 2-point field goals. We shot better from 3 than we did from 2. And when you're not making shots, you're 1 for 6 from the free throw line. I mean, it just, one of those I know was a front end of 1-on-1. So, you're not going to win too many basketball games that way. I felt like our defense, for the most, we scouted them, and I was concerned about half court, and I thought our half court defense was really, really good. We contained them, but we couldn't put points on the board. I can think of wide open layups that we missed, and you can't blame it on one thing. I thought the effort, they fought hard.
It's there's not much you can say. I'm not singling out anybody here, but when your best player, Samaj Clark, has 3 points and it doesn't come into the last minute of the game, either Farragut's just done a great job, and they did. She's in the last. We've had junk defenses on her the last several ball games, but you didn't get a whole lot from her. Nothing from Jenna inside, really, maybe 4 points, and those are your 2 players that you count on, and it's not like they weren't trying. I mean, it was out there. They were playing as hard as they could, but you need points from them, and you didn't get much out of your Ayana.
Like I said, I feel like, several struggled. Like you said, you can't pinpoint it on one, but when you're relied on it, and that's how we won basketball games, when people lead us in that way. You miss that. It's hard. You can't make that up, really. And like you said, credit Farragut's defense. Their defensive effort with us, and I knew, and I told them that like their length is, something that we haven't seen a lot of. I mean, they're long all over, but it's just disappointing. I hate to, you hate to lose, but you hate obviously to lose this, this game, because I feel like whoever won these 2 games tonight has a really strong shot to go to the state tournament from our region. And we missed that opportunity, but I'm proud. Like you said, I'm proud of the fight that they had.
Coach, not because she's your daughter, but I thought Cannon stepped up when you needed to do it, shooting the ball. And Lauren hit a big 3 there as well. And Demetria came in, hit a 3. But not because she's your daughter, but Cannon looked very focused tonight.
Yeah, I was proud of the effort she gave, both offensively and defensively. She had some huge box outs and some defensive stops early on for us. And like you said, Lauren and Demetria and Zay hit a couple of 3s that were big. We just, we needed some more 2s, as crazy as that sounds.
Right. Coach, I hate keeping you up here, but, I want to close on a positive here. I know it's sad for Lauren, Gracie, and Samaj. Those are 3 girls that have spent a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of practices, a lot of road trips, a lot of fun times, a lot of not so fun times, but those 3 girls obviously will miss. I want you to comment on them. But the good news is for Lady Wildcat basketball, you got a good group of kids coming back next year, which are feeling pain right now for sure, and they won't want to have that happen to them again. But the pain will not end for a while for those 3 seniors.
Yeah, I hate it for those. Those are 3 great kids, and you get so attached to kids as they come through and you watch them go, and it's hard because this group of girls will never ever be together again, and so you gotta say goodbye when emotions are low, and well, they're high, I guess, but they're low emotions, they're sad emotions, and I appreciate what they've done over the course of 4 years to contribute to our program and to buy into what we as a coaching staff wanted to do, and to watch them grow and develop has been on and off the floor has been tremendous.
And then the group coming back strong.
Yeah, and I hope they stay hungry. I hope that they use this as an opportunity to now understand, this thing of defeat at this level, at this point, and knowing one more game and you've got a chance to go to the state tournament. But we've had some. Obviously, some highs and lows this season. This team has gone through a lot of growth, and excited about the future that they have. They just got to stay hungry.
Coach, I've enjoyed working with you again this year, and hopefully we'll work again together next year.
Thank you.
Coach Paige Taylor, head coach of the Lady Wildcats, Oak Ridge Falls tonight in the region semifinals. Final score of the ball game was 40-31. To the Farragut Lady Admirals. So Farragut moves on to play Bearden in the Region 2 championship game, and they'll head to this sub-state as well. I agree with what Coach Taylor said. This was an opportunity, and I agree with it. I hadn't said it here, but I think, honestly, whoever wins tonight's games, Bearden and Farragut, obviously, they're going to go to the state tournament because they're going to go up to Upper East Tennessee and they're going to win those ball games. So, and we wish them well. That could have been one of us, but we just wasn't to beat it tonight. Mark, and you've got the final stats and any comments you want to make.
Yeah, just what a fun team to watch this entire season, David. Just really enjoyable. We really watched the freshmen specifically grow. More than any class that I've seen that I can recall at Oak Ridge. So the future is very bright. As you said, it's just unfortunate for Gracie, Lauren, and Samaj to end their season here tonight. I know you and I talked off air before the game, and I told you that, it seems like the Lady Wildcats here lately, it's not uncommon for them to end their season on this very floor. So not my favorite place to come and watch a ball game, but that is what it is. All right, leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats tonight was Zayana Stewart. She had 12 points for the Lady Wildcats. She was 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. With 6 points was Cannon Green. She was 2 of 4 from beyond the three-point line. Also scoring for the Lady Wildcats, Jenna Johnson. She had 4, but David, the surprising thing was she had 4 points in the first quarter. So Jenna Johnson was held scoreless for the final 3 quarters of the ball game. Just very unfortunate for her and the Lady Wildcats. 3 points by Lauren Hart. She was 1 of 3 from beyond the three-point line. Samaj Clark had a 3 late in the ball game. She was 1 of 11 from the field. And Demetria Strickland also with a 3. She was 1 of 4 from the field. So as a team, the Lady Wildcats were 11 of 52 from the field. They were 3 of 29 in twos. They were 8 of 23 in threes, and they were 1 of 6 from the free throw line. Now looking at Farragut, they were led in scoring by Avery Strickland. She had 17 points. She led all scorers tonight. She was 5 of 14 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 7 points added by Keely Rogers. She was 1 of 16 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 5 points added by Annalise Bishop. She was 1 of 1 from three-point land, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Ashlyn Sheridan also with 5 points. She was 2 of 5 from the field. 4 points added by McCall Willis. She was 1 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And then Annie Priest added 2 points for Lady Admirals. She was 1 of 2 from the field. So as a team, the Lady Admirals, they were 11 of 43 from the field. They were 7 of 28 in twos. They were 4 of 15 in threes. And they were an impressive 14 of 16 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 13-12. But then in the second quarter, Farragut outscores the Lady Wildcats 8-3 to take a 20-16 lead at half. Third quarter, Lady Wildcats again struggle, being outscored 9-6. Farragut took a 29-22 lead into the fourth quarter, and in the fourth quarter, again outscored by Farragut are the Lady Wildcats as they're outscored 11-9, and that's how we get to a final score. Oak Ridge falls tonight to the Lady Admirals 40-31. David?
Mark, tomorrow night, 7:30, the Wildcat boys basketball team will be in action at Farragut High School. I've said this so many times today, and a lot of people just don't believe me. We are playing at Farragut. We're playing Bearden. I know it's confusing. We're here at Bearden. We played Farragut. Tomorrow we'll be at Farragut playing Bearden. And the Wildcats and the Bearden Bulldogs have a rich history playing one another. This will be the 6th consecutive year we've played them in the region tournament. Last year we lost to them in the region finals. Oak Ridge won their sub-state, went on to the state tournament. 2020, we beat them in the region semifinals. That's what that game is tomorrow, and eliminated Bearden. That was in 2020. The Wildcats lost the region championship the next time to Maryville, but they still won their sub-state and went on to the state tournament. 2019, we lost to them in the region finals, went to the sub-state. 2018, we lost to them in the region semifinals. They eliminated our season, and that's what they're trying to do to us tomorrow. And then in 2017, we played them for the region championship. So that's 6 years in a row. When the game tomorrow starts, that we've played the Bearden Bulldogs, a series that began back in 1958 and has been a great one. Lots of championships won by both teams, lots of region championships. If you look at the two teams, they have the most region championships in the modern era. I think that begins probably around 1960, I believe. They consider that to be the modern era. The Wildcats have won 20 region championships. They've won 14 region championships. So they're two most dominant teams in East Tennessee over the last 50 or 60 years. Oak Ridge and Bearden, and they're playing again tomorrow at the Farragut High School gym. That'll be a 7:30 kickoff, or tip-off, not a kickoff. It's not football season. That'll be a tip-off at Farragut High School. That about does it here. Appreciate Mark's work here. Appreciate Christian Roses Rodriguez for doing camera work, along with Drew Thomas tonight. Lee Wexler is with us as well, doing our scoreboard work, and Brian Bennett back in the studios of FM 92.7. Once again, our final score, the Wildcats season comes to a close, 40-31 the final score. For Christian, Mark, Lee, Brian, and Drew, this is David Clary until tomorrow saying so long, everybody.